A little humid. 72 degrees on this July 12th, 2026. And it's 5:32. Sunrise is in about 14 minutes. And there's the first American flag. God bless America. I think Wally's going this way today. All right, Wally, you taking the lead? Let's go for a walk. Let's go do this. A little bit cloudy today. A little bit cloudy. Hint of pink in the sky up there. So welcome to Wally's channel. Yeah, it's becoming that. Oh, I heard yesterday from my son. He said Wally's going to be staying with us for another 3 weeks. What could be better than that? Having Wally for another 3 weeks. Or more. He said a few. A few is 3 or more, right? 3, 4, 5. So, who knows? But we love having him. He's a good boy. Good therapy. Good therapy dog. Gets me up and out. Keeps me healthy on my feet. My name is Eric. I'm Wally's grandfather. And welcome to my channel. It's a nice day today. Nice day so far. Little chance of rain later on in the morning, but so far so good. Yeah, get out and stay healthy. And I'm subscribed to this guy who lives in Georgia. Right now I think he's on vacation. Headed up to Norway to see my ancestors. He posted a video yesterday. I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before. I think it was yesterday. About health changes everything. He talked about the importance of health. There's a little bit light on the clouds. There. Yeah, it's good to stay healthy. And yeah, I've recently had health concerns. And I've been to the doctor. And I'm not always too happy with the treatment or the results. And I wanted to piggyback on his thoughts. And here's his thumbnail from his video, and I'll put his information in the description if you want to look at his video. But my concern mostly is with the cost. Not so much the treatment. I guess the treatment, yeah, that too, in a way. That was changed, especially on Medicare, where the doctors will sit there and take notes, and you don't get a legitimate, proper examination. Not in my mind. You don't get that preventative care from your primary care provider. That's one thing Robert was talking about. And I think we agree on that. We're on the same page. I was watching his video, nodding my head. Yeah. All his points he made, I'm like, yeah, that's how it is. Good boy, Wally. Where are you going now? Over there? So once I got my referral over to my cardiologist, once my primary care doctor, it took about a week for him to give me attention, pay attention to what I was calling him about for 4 days. I got my referral. He referred me to a cardiologist, and I went and saw him. It took about a week or two to get an appointment there. And I got that, and I think I'm getting good care. I think I'm getting good care from him. He addressed my concerns. The cardiologist didn't sit there on his iPad. He actually had a pen and paper. He took notes. He listened to my concerns. He wrote it down. He actually listened and talked to me. We had a dialogue back and forth, which was comforting. I felt when I left his office I was in good hands. So that's good. But then I started getting the bills in the mail the past week. And getting the bills. And I'm wondering about coverage. You know, they say I'm responsible for this and that. I'm like, wait a minute. I got the Medigap Blue Plan G on Medicare. And that means from my Medicare expert, the Medicare expert here in Lewis I went to, who helped me figure out a plan end of last year. He said with Medigap Blue Plan G, he was emphatic that everything would be covered after I paid the first $288. Well, found out that's not so. Well, first of all, a couple months ago, they raised the Medicare price per month that you have to pay out of pocket, you know. Your premium, $30 a month. So there's another $360 that goes to the insurance company. And now I find the tests that the doctor wanted, they're not going to cover them all. Like, what? I told my Medicare guy, when I got this Medigap Blue plan, paying an extra like $2,800 a year just for that, they said everything will be covered. Doesn't matter if it's testing, lab work, doctor's visits, hospital, everything will be covered. So when I called up Medicare, I told them that. They said, no, that's not right. So you wonder, what is the truth? You know, you just want to stay healthy, get good care. And now they're refusing to pay for all the testing and the procedures. They got codes they follow. Yeah, it's always the code. We don't pay for that code. Well, what do you pay for? So I'm finding that out. And hopefully most of what I have to do is covered. So that's my gripe. Getting the facts, knowing what kind of care you can get at what price. I thought that was all supposed to be disclosed. So maybe I need to ask more questions, right? Before going in. It's getting a little windy. Hope it's not distorting the sound too much. All right, let's look ahead. Let's look ahead to the future. So this guy over here, he and his wife moved out from Washington, D.C. And I met him first time when his yard was all grass. None of these bushes were here, or plants. He says, I hate grass. Well, so we planted these small bushes. Now look how beautiful they are. I didn't think they'd be this nice once they filled in. Gorgeous. Beautiful, right? Oh, he's got a big pile of mulch back there. I like mulch. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? That looks yummy. Oh. Well, not yummy to eat, but great to put on your plants, your garden. Keep the weeds from growing up. Keep those weeds down. How nice this is, right? Beautiful. All right, let's go. So when I lived in Florida, I had the Advantage plan, the Villages Health Advantage plan with, what was the company? United Healthcare. There you go. I had the Advantage plan with, come on, Wally, with United Healthcare. Well, that was great. Had all kinds of advantages with that. I really did. But now my Medicare expert was saying, "Oh, this is what you have to have. You have to have that. You have to have that Medigap insurance, that supplement, Plan G, to cover all other expenses." Well, does it? So what I'm paying overall is an extra $6,000 per year from what they take out of my Social Security check, and then what I have to pay on my supplement. It just seems like a lot. So I told that to the Medicare person when I called up Medicare. And she says, no, they don't pay for everything. we're not going to pay for everything. We're going to follow the codes, and we can't be paying for everything. People, if they got a headache, they'd want to go in for an MRI, she said. I'm like, well, I go, I'm paying $2,800, or what is it, $3,000, I don't know what it is, 26, 27, around there, $100 extra per year, because they told me everything would be covered with this Medigap Blue Plan G. She says, no, it's not that way. So there you go. Come on. One of these days I'm going to get to the beach with Wally again, to Herring Point. Like, look at this house. It looks like a house that belongs on the, right on the water, right on the beach. You've got those 2 floors with the balconies up there. You can overlook the ocean. I don't know what the point is here, having a balcony on the 2nd floor here. What do you look at? Someone else's house? Just my opinion, my perspective, right? I want to get Wally over to Herring Point at Cape Henlopen. See some big waves. Once I know it's windy, and I can get in. And it's kind of hard to get over there first thing in the morning because sometimes I think it's blocked off till 8 o'clock. And I go home and have my coffee. Now look at this plant. Wally, come on, let's go. Let's go. Look at these beautiful flowers. Is that a bougainvillea? I think it's a bougainvillea. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, it's important to stay in shape, not let your health deteriorate. Take care of your health, get those preventative checkups done. I used to get a good, proper physical every year. They take blood. I had a really good doctor up in New Jersey. He was really good. And since I retired, it's fallen way short. Yeah, I really don't know what a lot of my health is now. And I guess I could go make other appointments to find out. But my primary care physician used to handle everything and then send me out for anything he couldn't find out. He couldn't detect. He couldn't diagnose. So a lot of things I have no idea where I am on the spectrum. I should really go make some more appointments other than my heart. I know where that is, I guess, to a degree. I'm still going to find out next month. But that's something that fell by the wayside too. You know, I hadn't been to a doctor for 6 years who actually listened or sent me for testing, and now I might have issues. And I think that's because of Medicare. You don't get the proper care from Medicare. You just don't. You don't do the testing anymore for older people. You just don't. Well, he wants to go down into that hole. Nope, you're not going to. Nope. Come on, let's go this way. Yeah, never mind. Forget about it. It's Bob's Villa right there. All right, let's go. Come on, Wally. Yeah, I had a good baseline with my health, starting around when I was age 40. The doctor was really good, keeping up on that, sending me for all the tests and checkups and whatever I had to do. And I don't know what happened. All that information, I just don't know. I think when I moved away from New Jersey, that all that information was lost. For people new to my channel, this is Red Mill Pond, the largest body of fresh water in all of Delaware. We call it a pond, but it's pretty big, so I call it a lake. The boaters and jet skis and people water skiing and swimming out here during the summer. Geese like it. They're here today. Hear the birds. Hope we don't get a copyright strike from some Russian. He thinks he owns the copyright on the bird sounds. I don't think so. Okay, ready, Wally? Let's go. Good boy. Robert's thumbnail says that 78. Health changes everything. Well, try not to get wet here. But I can tell you, health changes everything at any age. At age 70, which I am, at age 52, when my brother died, age 67, when my other brother died. As Robert says in his video, he's known a lot of people his age and younger who've passed already, and from ALS or pancreatic cancer, and same here. You know, my next door neighbor, right next door where I live, his wife came out one day and said, my husband's sick. He was tested, he has pancreatic cancer. And about 4 months later, he was gone. That quick. I talked to him once in a while when we were working out in our yards, cutting grass, whatever, trimming bushes, picking up sticks. And now the woman, hardly ever see her, the wife. I think she's moving on. All right, we're heading on back. Rounding the curve, coming into the home stretch. So if you don't have any health concerns right now, good for you. You're very fortunate. But eventually we all will. And it's just the way life goes, right? But anyway, thank you for coming along on the walk today. Thanks for joining me. Enjoyed making this video, and you stay healthy, stay safe, have a good day. Right? Take care now. Take care. Bye. Oh yeah. I had to get out to the beach this morning. Just beautiful. Look at this. Oh yeah, nice. Take it. I had to get out to the beach after walking Wally. Wally can't come here. Not this beach. Not this time of year. Maybe off season. Wow, beautiful. Just gorgeous here. This is Rehoboth Beach in Delaware. Oh, I just got wet. All right. Have a good day.